Oh, hey guys. Hopefully this is all working, and I don't anticipate anybody's going to tune in while I'm doing this. Let's call this after hours, if you will, because it's actually pretty late at night. I thought I'd show you guys an update on this model. I don't know if some of the subscribers would actually remember this one from several months back. I actually put this together um, with all like parts from a couple of different printers actually. So this is not a 3D printed item. This is actually parts from various printers that for some reason I enjoyed taking apart. So there's maybe a little bit of some CD-ROM parts in here as well. And you might have seen a video for that. So I kind of had a challenge, and I challenged myself to build a car that was made out of computer parts. So I don't know if you haven't seen this before. Just kind of walk you through from my memory. Really, even start with just the machine guns themselves. These are like springs from um, one of the printers, and this band here is actually one of the belts here. So it actually looks like machine gun bullets. I know that you can use like zip ties, but I actually in this one I used an actual belt from a printer. These are roller parts as well that move the paper along. And here's um, some gears that I kind of put together to make it look like the rear wheel as well. But there are actually a few different ones. There are three different gears here, and this here is actually a motor um, with a drive shaft that well, here's part of it here, I believe. There might be like some kind of a worm drive in there. It's been a little while since I put this together. But what I was going to do actually on the video is just paint it up. I'm going to try to schedule doing these some of these live videos, just once in a while. I know I was planning on getting a new camera. I'm using a better microphone. Hopefully, it's the sound quality is picking it up. I'm not wearing my headset, so I don't know if it's actually working at all. Hopefully, it is. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys. Oh, that's way too much paint. I already kind of ruined it, but that's all right. Just a little bit of like some dry brushing techniques. I'm going to paint this whole model just with a few different paints that I got. Just sort of, I quickly just grabbed out of our, I guess, our paint collection. So actually, that's going to be okay. It's going to look like a bit of worn metal in the front. And I'm going to just try using this one brush. And it's creating some interesting effects here. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of stuck with whatever I got around me to paint this car with here. All of my main equipment is actually, well, I guess you wouldn't call it equipment, um, paints and accessories. Everything's pretty much in another room. So um, I kind of just grabbed a few things just to do a few little, I guess, dry brushing with this. Yeah, so plan to upgrade this. This webcam here. I'm going to upgrade it to something a little more substantial. Might even go with a regular camera once things get a little more back to normal. But right now, I'm going to use with whatever I got to get by. Actually, now that I think about it, I should have grabbed a smaller brush, but this is going to be okay. Yeah. Well, hopefully you guys are doing well. You should probably all I'm tired of hearing that from time to time. Everything's in lockdown again where I am, so it's been pretty much same old, same old. But hopefully, we'll all get out of it at some point. Yeah, I just been trying to get back into my videos have been a little bit on the light side in the last several weeks. Because I'm just trying to find get back to actually having a proper full-time job as well. Oh, geez. Whoever used this last did not put it back properly. Oh, well. Hang on, let's see if I can fix that. So, so I changed the name of the channel again, and I started a Patreon page. I'm going to, once it's active, I'll probably set that up. So if anyone's actually interested in, donating anything to the channel and in terms of building content, it's you're more than welcome to do so. Every little bit helps. Got a few ideas around it. I know I'm going to start off with, hopefully, a few different tiers. Basically, just kind of helping keep the channel going. Like with a beginning one, an entry one, a mid-level one, and then something that's sort of got a reward built into it. So obviously, with the way things are for me right this minute, it won't be like super, super amazing. But there's always a never forget thing. Never forget things kind of approach the way I work. But no, in all seriousness, I'm gonna try to have it so that there's based on a certain monthly cost. I'll be able to ship a painted, customized car. So I'm trying to figure out how that's going to work, but that's kind of like what I'm thinking right now, because I've got quite a few cars that I've put together, and instead of like actually just outright selling them, and maybe I could do that and maybe make some more money off of some of them and then invest in, like, say, the webcam that I need. But what I'm thinking about doing is just going ahead and whatever, some marginal fee to kind of cover the cost of shipping and some of the time put into the car builds. I know this is not quite, the image of this is not looking as nice as it does in person, but obviously the finished thumbnail will look as good as it should. Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. Down the road, I'm also looking at what I've mentioned it before, is doing 3D printing, and I'm going to try to set it up. So I'm going to actually start building or printing items that I can use in my customs, and then share those with people that actually want them as well. So that's another thing I was thinking about doing. That's way too much blue. And I don't even know what I'm going to do with it now. It makes sense to put it up in here. All right. Yeah, that doesn't looks a little different in the camera than it does for me in person, but that's all right. Yeah, this brush was way too big. It's okay. We're gonna stick with it, unless heck. 1 second. sorry about that. This brush, I have no idea where it came from, but it's really, really big for this much. It's probably a brush that I'm not supposed to use, but that's all right. Got too many artists in the house. Let's see here. I got a little bit of blue on the tire. Well, that's all right. We'll see if we can clean that off quick. Oh, well. All right. Well, we're going to do some final touch-ups on this. So I got a bit of wear going on the front metal piece here. Got some brass. Is this brass? No, this is copper. I've had this for forever, so I decided to start actually using it. All right, let's see what else we got here. What does it need? Well, I got this. I keep a whole bunch of this stuff in actually in a computer bag, or Corsair. I think this is the bag power supply came in once, so I use that for all my a lot of my gear, including even my fantastic makeup kits. And yeah, so let's see what else we need for this thing to make it look pretty good. I'm trying to see where my markers are. All right, so we got a few extra colors here to work with. So, including, I guess when I went in the other room, I should have grabbed the black paint, but too late now. I think that works. Yeah, you would not even have known unless I mentioned it. Okay. So I don't know. I brought out some white paint as well, but you know what? That's going to be a little too much because I can't clean the brush. So I have to I don't think I should torture myself like this for only really limiting myself to whatever I got around me. But instead of putting a stencil on this, I thought, well, I'm going to get blue all over my hands. Just one sec here. I'm going to deal with this. There we go. All right. I think I already messed it up. That's okay. Yeah, it's a little hard to draw right in here. So we're going to do some dots. Kind of looks like a skull. One Eye Willie. All right. We will fix it a bit. Not too bad. I don't know what else can we put on here in terms of markings. Yep, looks pretty cool. I was actually going to make this thing into like a Batmobile. I mean, the whole point of it, the whole thing is just the whole point is just to make the model look like well, it's a 3D. I keep wanting to say 3D printer. It's a car made out of actual printer parts. So I don't really want to totally ruin the fact that it's not made out of any kind of Hot Wheels car or anything like that. But at the same time, yeah, I want to kind of put a little bit of detailing on it. So let's see what we can do. I think that looks all right. Yeah, and I do apologize, yeah, for the camera. It's actually a few years old. This is actually an Intel gesture camera, so it was actually used for like software development. Not that I know a lot about that myself. Well, I kind of do, but I don't. I'm not a programmer. Um, I'm just more of I guess, an enthusiast. So I bought this like developer kit featuring this camera just to kind of mess around with, using your hands to play games online. So one of my kids was using it a lot, so they quite enjoyed it. That's for sure. Very similar to like a Microsoft Connect kind of technology. What else could we do with this? It's got we've got some wheels here. Um, yep, here we go. I think I lost my voice today because I actually had some meetings this afternoon, like let's just say interviews, and they were at two back to back for a little while. So I think I just kind of lost my voice, and I don't know, just need some time to kind of recover a little bit from that. Look what I just did. That's all right. All right. Usually I do a better job at that. Oh well. Okay. Yes, we need to do something with these cannons. Actually, no, I think they're not too bad. I mean, machine guns. I mean, a lot of times they're black anyways. They may have like a bit of wear. Maybe maybe at the end of the barrels, I can just simply highlight them a little bit, so you can at least see them. See, there's one, and then if I do the other side. And you know what? Maybe so you can actually, I don't know. You can't really see it. Um, yeah, this is a 720p camera, so it's not quite showing, but you can see a little bit of the coil at the end. Did too much. That's fine. We'll fix that in a second with something. I'm just trying to make like little chips with the marker. All this is just a dollar store um, paint marker, really. I used the gold one and the silver one. Um, so the image on for me on my screen here, everything is reverse. So but I'm getting used to it slowly but surely. So what I'm going to do, see how there's a bit of dent here. What I'm trying to do is highlight a couple of like the scratches that if it's driving, there will be items hitting it from this side. So you're going to get chipping in here, chipping over there. This is where the driver would be typically, or well, in this case, that's what I sort of was envisioning when I made the model. All right, so I got a little bit more wear there. And then I'm going to do a little bit more on the other side. So when I was designing, designing it, I was kind of just building it as I went, trying to fit everything together. This is a complete kit bash model, and I had no idea what I was going to do, but I literally had like a whole organizer that was full of parts, and just basically at the time it was still warm weather. I put everything out on the patio table, and I just started building this thing. I think I had a different idea of how I was going to do, but it turned out a little differently than what I was originally anticipating. But it's all part of the fun, because things don't always go to plan. So I don't know. I think this is pretty good. The tricky part around using this paint markers is sometimes it's just a little too bright. So when I've taken photos, some of my cars, like it looks a little brighter than what I wanted. I used to use this a lot on engines, and I don't do it as much anymore. Actually, you know what you could also do? No, I'm gonna leave that. So that's looking pretty good so far. I don't know what else to do with it right now. Something needs to be done with the front here. Trying to think of maybe some awful color to use. Let's see. This is probably going to make it look really bad. Or really good. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that looks a little weird. We're gonna work with it right now. I guess it's not that bad. But we're gonna fix it. Yeah, I mean, orange and black, getting a little too Halloweeny there. But it certainly does stick out a little bit more in terms of details. I probably should let this dry. But let's see what else. Actually, it kind of looks like a little bit of like a tiger print. It just gave me an idea. All right. Well, this is it so far. I'm going to fix that in 1 minute. Go back to, hopefully these pens work. That's not what I was looking for. This is the one. Somebody's been borrowing this pen. Yeah, oh well. Sharpies never seem to last that long at all. Mars is a lie. I just happened to notice some of the comments. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's time is it? 1:53 in the morning. So I need to call it a night, actually, myself. Um, Hidley. Sorry. Hitty. Sorry about that. Crispy bacon. I love that. I love your name. Actually, by the way, sorry, I saw that earlier. I thought that was hilarious. Um, I actually had a friend named his username online for video games is Canadian bacon. So I thought that was kind of funny. I actually thought it was him for a moment. Let's see here. All right. I don't know. Something needs to be done with the back. Couple little nicks around there, maybe. And then I'm going to try something. Oh, I don't have the, I need something blue here. I'm going to see if I can get some more different shades. I think would actually work. I'm not sure if this is going to work at all. Yeah, I still got to figure out how to do this. This is going to be practice. Is it blue on the tip or is it blue up there? I'm not sure. Okay. Actually, yeah, this whole thing should have been a little bit more bright to do that, I think. And then also blue, and then like I think purple. I'm gonna have to practice on how to make a blue tip or make like an exhaust pipe look like it's got a bit of that that blue tint to it. I think purple would be good. I don't know. That's all right. I tend to practice on something and then eventually do it better. So the next time around, but you know what? We're gonna just try to fix this a bit more. Yeah, it is really late, so everybody in my place is not awake. So I'm trying not to make a lot of noise. Looks all right. All right. Well, hopefully this video didn't shut down halfway through. I know that my ISP actually had some problems earlier today, so I wouldn't be surprised. We gotta fix this skull. Is this gonna work? I think these markers are starting to die. It's gonna have to push it down for a second. Maybe it's all receded back up. I don't know. It looks like it's doing something there. All right. Plan B. It looks all right. Doesn't look quite as good as I want it to look. That's all right. You know what? I'll probably touch it up a little bit with some black paint. Let's let it dry for a moment longer. And definitely looks like an orc head, doesn't it? That's all right. Oh, look at that. Stuff dries pretty quick, so it's not you can kind of handle it, but I think we're gonna call it. I think it's done. I don't know what I was planning on doing there with that, but you know what? We're gonna leave it. Yeah, we're gonna leave that. And last thing we're gonna do. So, if you have any, if you don't feel comfortable buying makeup yourself, do what I did. I just basically told one of my family members just to buy it for me, so I don't have to worry about it. I don't have, so I lost. Actually, I'm going to just use a sponge. They actually broke. Sorry about that. Crossover here. Everything's reversed for me. There we go. All right, let's try this. Okay, you don't see that anymore now. And really what we should be doing with this is I'm going to just dirty this up a bit at the back. And now you don't know that I made a mistake there. It looks pretty good. But I do want to do something with this front. I'm going to just kind of quiet down that white and orange. Now it's no longer black, and at least looks like it's got something going on. This was actually supposed to be another set of guns at the front, and then all this really is actually a power connector with the wire attachment just kind of fed underneath here. And this piece of metal, I can't remember what it was from, but everything kind of when I put it all together, it just kind of sandwiched in quite nicely, almost like it was supposed to be that way. So anyways, so there it is. So here's a custom a scratch built or kit bashed model that I had built several months back, and took this long to go ahead and finally paint it, but yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. I do want to do one more thing to it. You know what? I'm just looking for the silver, but I'm just going to use this. I'm going to put something right here. Yeah, that looks all right. And just to make it look a little bit the same on each side, I'm going to fix that up as well. But yeah, no, thanks for checking out the video, guys. I'm going to try to actually schedule when I'm going to do something like this a little bit more in the future once I get a little bit more practice. And hopefully they'll turn out pretty good. So, but yeah, thanks for checking out this first, well, actually the second live video that I've done. This is practice round 2. So, anyways, stay well and have a great night.